make all of the difference as we are finally getting ready to jump into game number 1. And there's Corridor Creeper. That's a good card, right?
That is indeed a good card. Eloise knows what's up. Actually, it looks like Pavel is playing on Nyria's account, which I assume is because Pavel actually doesn't have all the cards that he needs from this expansion.
Well, he said to me yesterday he does not want to open them off stream, and he hasn't had the chance.
Yeah, it's really good. It's all about the content, sort of.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was very business-minded, you know.
Swash on 1, Corridor Creeper in hand. Combination of Patches and Corridor Creeper. It's been something that's been hotly debated, right? Like, is Corridor Creeper actually the problem, or is the Patches meta the problem that's making Corridor Creeper insane?
I think it's Patches the problem to all of the things. That, like, it also makes KLSF more powerful, it makes Corridor Creeper more powerful, and yeah.
So delete Patches, Hearthstone solved, right? That's what we're saying?
No, not necessarily. It's not that linear. But I'm just saying, like, a lot of these cards are powerful because Patches is powerful.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Bane of Doom, pretty solid.
Especially now, I think there's like some better demons added. It's actually maybe a decent card. We might see it in Zoo in the near future.
Really?
I don't know.
Interesting. I know, so Navi won the Sydney Invitational that we were talking about. He was playing 2 copies of Bane of Doom in his Control Warlock at that time, but now he's moved away from that. He's playing a different build where he's cut the Bane of Doom. So.
We've seen Bane of Doom in the past in Zoo, long time
Yes, when Mal'Ganis was in the format.
Oh, okay. There's no Mal'Ganis right now. Void Lords, I guess they're okay in Zoo. They've got to be great in a mirror match.
You would play a 5-mana Void Lord in Zoo.
Yeah, in every deck.
Isn't that what the weapon is?
Oh yeah, good point.
Are you playing that in every deck?
Yeah, I'm playing it in my Rogue Falcon.
Pavel seems to be playing Highlander Priest, so it's probably just like the standard build with Psychic Scream, I would assume.
Maybe not even.
Nah, you play Psychic Scream.
Yeah.
It's like the best game over in the game.
No, I'm just thinking if he hasn't looked, I'm taking it to the next level. If he hasn't looked at the cards, just
oh, come on.
Just jam his old Highlander Priest.
No.
So these are honestly, my prediction for what might be the 2 strongest decks going forward, which is a little bit unfortunate because it really felt like Kobolds might shake the meta up enormously. But Tempo Rogue plus Minstrel and Creeper and Raza Anduin Priest plus Psychic Scream still feel like 2 of the strongest decks for me. Control Warlock of some variety comes into that as well, for sure. But I would have liked to see both of these decks kind of rotate their way down to tier 2. They were never realistically going to get any weaker than that. But I think they might both end up being tier 1, even late game into the expansion.
It's hard to predict how the expansion is going to look like in like 2 months.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
there's a lot of small things that change and can impact everything. Like, we haven't seen a refined Hunter build yet, and everybody's saying that Hunter has mad potential, but nobody's had the list that just broke the meta.
Don't people say
actually,
that?
Reynard said that he had like really good list that breaks them the game.
Yeah, so the putting minions back in, playing Corridor Creeper was something that I tried to do very early as well, but I made the dumb mistake of still trying to fit the secret package as well, and it was just too much stuff going on. So when I saw Reynard post that deck that was just, this is just Face Hunter with Corridor Creeper, I was just like, okay, yeah, that actually makes sense. Why didn't I do that?
I think like very successful Hunter list that we saw Sixo play yesterday was like kind of like Reynard's list, but it had a 6-mana minion that works with spells, and then it had Call of the Wild.
Yes. Which is actually seeming more and more like how people are going to end up building aggro decks, because we're seeing it even in Pirate Warrior with the the 7-mana 5/5 thing as well, doing the same thing with Spiteful Summoner. It's kind of interesting. Just having that insane power spike on 6 is so huge.
Prince, Shadow Step, Prince is an option now, but how far in does she go with it?
I think it's worth doing because you have the Minstrel to draw the minions afterwards.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's that Minstrel.
I think actually before Minstrel came out, Shadow Stepping this late was kind of a bait. If you've already used Patches, then Shadow Stepping KLSF a bunch of times just wasn't even that worth it a lot of the time. You're better off Shadow Stepping Vilespines, Bone Mares, Leroy, like whatever it ends up being. Elven Minstrel has changed all of that.
It's better against...
You can just pull that buff out of your deck so quickly.
This is nice too. Gets the Corridor Creeper, gets a decent demon. It's better against heavier control decks, right? Because then the stat buff on every single minion makes a difference. But if you're against aggro and you lose the board because you're making this KLSF play, you fall too far behind.
I like this play a lot from Eloise because she can go for KLSF next turn and then play Minstrel in the same turn. If she would play, for example, KLSF now, she wouldn't have enough mana to play Bane of Doom and Minstrel next turn, so it's really good mana utilization.
Yeah, that's really nice, actually.
And you only miss out on 1 card getting buffed, which you don't really care about, because you'll just get 2 cards from Minstrel and then the normal draw, and yeah, this looks like Rogue is going to be able to put a lot of pressure.
Pavel's about to see some new cards. Well, no, just the Minstrel.
Psychic Scream is not even good against Kelesev because you put it back into the...
Well, it's okay if you can shuffle a Loot Hoarder into the deck as well. Like that, you got a 2-drop now. Can't proc it again.
Oh, genius.
Next level, right?
Next
Just
level.
like for Raza.
Yeah.
She might still backstab the Loot Hoarder, but I'm not sure if it's worth doing that.
It challenges a 3-2, right?
Yeah, but do you care? Maybe.
I care a little bit, Radu.
A little bit.
Oof, 7 mana, 8/8.
7 mana, what a joke.
For now.
Nice one. Like, it's gonna be super cheap and you also will be able to combo it with Van Cleef. You just need to play around Anduin a little bit.
She trades, actually. So she could have converted her backstab to 5 damage there, essentially. She wants to keep the backstab because one of the minions she drew was Van Cleef, so obviously those two go together very nicely. But trading 5 damage to protect 3, in theory, does that pay out over the long term in terms of like damage rationing?
I would have backstabbed there, I think.
Okay.
I don't think 2-2 on Van Cleef is worth missing that much damage, and you also take the damage on the Corridor Creeper.
Yes.
So you basically like get 2 attack on Van Cleef. It's not...
Is there any way...
You can make a case for it, but it's not that great.
Is there any way Eloise can go in on the Edwin now? Because it's only turn 6. There's no Anduin coming down on turn 7.
Yeah, you can go backstab, trade Minstrel, trade Kelesev, go Corridor Creeper, Edwin, and you probably can even set up close to lethal. And then like not play anything next turn, force Anduin. If there's no Anduin, you win. If there's Anduin, you still have plenty of fuel.
The trap that Eloise might fall into here, so she's seen the Shadow of Death already. That's like a big upside to making the huge Edwin and going in. But she had a really juicy looking Dragonfire board the last turn, and it didn't get Dragonfired. So Eloise might not play around Dragonfire, because obviously making a huge Edwin is another way to play around Dragonfire, because it will be resistant to it. So she might feel like she doesn't need to, because she's got the read that Dragonfire isn't there. But the Edwin is just so insane on board that there's a good chance she just jams it.
Yeah, she just like had to consider if she wants to trade away the Corridor Creeper or the 2 other minions.
Right.
This plays better against Psychic Scream because you want both Kelesev and Minstrel in your deck.
That's true.
So it's actually probably better, yeah.
But Pavel has no Psychic Scream.
Yet, but still you play around it. Like, it's a very good play from Eloise.
That is lethal setup if Pavel didn't heal, but he definitely heals this turn. How does he deal with this?
He does not.
Yeah,
Thanks for asking.
Yeah. At this point, you can just ignore the Raza, right? I mean, you have Vilepine.
Yeah.
Wow. You don't even
Have
play
we
that.
seen patches yet? We must have seen patch.
I don't remember.
I don't think we have.
We have.
Did we?
Turn 1, yeah, Swashbuckler on turn 1.
Okay. Oh yeah, Bane of Doom, right. Wait, no. Oh no, that came from Courier, which came from Swashbuckler. Okay,
Yeah.
got that.
And now, even if your opponent has Anduin, you still have 3 damage on board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you can play like 6/6 Captain to make that 4 damage, and you're gonna have a 7/7 Captain, and whatever you draw. This looks great for Eloise. I mean, now seeing both hands, we know it's game over.
Got him.
This guy is toast indeed, as Pavel drops the concede. And Eloise takes game 1. Radu and my predictions seem to be holding up at the moment.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
it's still a best of 5.
Yeah, of course.
But,
I thought that was it. I thought we were going home now.
yeah.
Is the tournament not over yet?
I mean, I feel like we've been casting the series for at least an hour now, right? That's definitely happened. But yeah, Raza Priest not looking too impressive there, but I think that's flattering to deceive. I think Raza Priest is still fantastic. I was a little surprised initially to see a lot of people bringing Dragon Priest, and I suspect there's a little bit of Big Priest hanging around somewhere as well. But when you think about it, it's the reasoning behind that is because everyone's expecting their priest to get banned. So if their priest gets left up, it's because your opponent is targeting priest in the standard form, which is Raza Priest. So you bring something different. But Pavel hasn't done any of that. He's just said, nope, Raza Priest coming back. That's a main deck King Crush.
All right, new cards finally. I was just about to say, Pavel did actually say to me at one point last week, hey, what about if I just go to SeatStory and bring old decks and beat everyone? He did say to me that was something he's considering doing, so I'm relieved that we are seeing some new stuff.
Katrina in Pavel's hand That's like the card. He's looking at us.
Amazing.
He's laughing. Nice one, Pavel. Yeah. You're such a memer. Like, yeah. Katrina is...
He's giving us the eyes.
Okay, all illusion of professionalism has disappeared. Pavel and I are just looking at each other and bursting out laughing. Why is there a King Crush and a Katrina in your deck?
Okay, Katrina is the opposite of patches. That's why I don't think...
The opposite of
The opposite
patches.
of patches.
Yeah, like, you need to draw Katrina before you draw your King Crush or your...
Right.
your
Yeah,
other
yeah,
big chargers to make it effective. Whereas patches, you need to draw the pirates before you draw patches. So mathematically, it's not good to play Katrina, but for fun, at SeatStory Cup, Pavel just gives us a treat. It might even work this time because he actually drew Katrina before the King Crush.
He has to get all the way to turn 8, though. It's not like he's going to have other big beasts in there, right? Like, he just has to. He can't just be all in on King Crush. That's insane.
Well, no, there's Savannah Highmaid in his hands.
Right.
There must be at least 1 or 2 others. I'd expect a second.
But I mean, are there what they call Violet Grubs?
The Devil's Oar, right? The
Devil's
8
Sword.
mana,
Charge Devilsaur, right? Yeah.
8 mana 7/7 with charge.
Yeah.
With charge that you can actually use if it's summoned from Katrina, right?
Yeah.
Is this an Edwin turn?
Yeah, you can kill the Leok too.
That seems good to me.
Eloise. She is gonna get cat-tricked super hard here, though.
Does it matter?
Yeah, you definitely care about the 4-2 cat when you have a 10-10 Edwin.
I
Ooh.
mean,
Yeah, you don't care. You just like Shadow Step the Burglar, go all in.
It's so juicy. Is she afraid of a deadly shot?
probably, yeah. You have to think about it, right? Every time you make this play, you think about Deadly Shot and then you ignore that thought and do it anyway. That's basically the mentality of playing against Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because they're not going to keep Delicious in a starting hand. I mean, they might if the rogue is on the coin. But we saw Pavel throwing... actually, Pavel kept 2 cards.
I've kept it before, like more in the Miracle Rogue days when it was like the only way you were going to lose, right? If they just made huge Edwin.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. You probably wouldn't be keeping it now.
Are there any death rattles in Eloise's deck whatsoever?
Um,
I cannot think of any.
no, I don't think there are. So that card is irrelevant.
This is a cat trick, but Pavel traded, made the play very quickly, trying to convince Eloise that this is a freezing.
Yeah, but now Eloise has the Venom Strike trap to test.
Yep.
Yeah. And that comes down this turn, right?
Yeah.
I don't think 4 mana 5/5 is coming down here.
I mean, she might play it just to play on freezing, but...
Oof, that's playing around freezing really hard.
Right, because if you Venom Strike and it's not cat trick, then suddenly you can't play a minion to try and test the freezing, right? Looks like she's going to go ahead and play it then. Get the good news and get 12 damage out of the equation.
It's lethal next turn. Oh, okay. This... what can it get?
I was expecting Pavel to look over at us then.
Can it get like Yasharaj or something into something else?
Now you're
I don't
talking
know.
my language.
What can he get, like, seriously, to take him out of this?
That he
Like,
might realistically have in his deck.
Are there
yeah.
Yasharaj into any taunt, but
Like, what
I doubt
taunt in
there's a
Hunter?
Lich King in there.
Lich King in
No.
Hunter.
Yasharaj into, I don't know, King of Beasts? Is that even still a card?
Where's Obsidian Statue? Why isn't he playing Priest?
Yeah.
Because he already lost with Priest.
Good point.
Priest already got dunked by this rogue deck. Yeah, I think this is the play, 100%.
Well-
Just try and get the power on board to challenge the 12-12, and Eloise is going to get a quick 2-0 out of it.
As much as I enjoy the memes, I do like it when the memes are actually at least somewhat successful.
Yeah.
But Eloise just stomped Pavel.
Yeah.
Pavel needed that second cat trick to be Freezing Trap, or at least, like, Wandering Monster. Fun fact about Wandering Monster, it's not only a Hunter secret in the new expansion, it's also Raven's nickname for his penis.
I don't want to know how you found that out.
I don't want... No, yeah, let's just breeze over that one.
So, back to the catacombs.
Careful there.
Rogue Mirror. is all Pavel has left.
I mean, Rogue can beat Rogue.
Rogue
No
can
way!
beat Rogue.
And then Rogue can beat everything else.
In fact, Rogue probably will beat Rogue at some point in this next match.
Oh, wow. That's some really good caster insight. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
Good old patches.
Oh. That's like a shadow step, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, delayed shadow step. It's actually, because she has double chain gang in hand, it's actually pretty nice as well, because chain gang has taunt, and then it will almost certainly get procced on sheet death. She might just choose to dagger up here for that reason, instead of developing the secret. Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. And then again, you're gonna have like 2 mana Saronite.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I like to cheat death on my corridor creepers so that they are actually just 5 mana 5/5s. I think 7 mana 5/5 is a bit weak.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buff corridor creeper.
Why are they playing it?
I don't know.
Pavel's Rogue seems to be quite standard.
Yeah. Not looking too memey just yet.
Yeah, maybe he just brought that Hunter because he was like, yeah, Rogue and Priest are gonna solo carry anyways.
He's like, I'll just 3-0 with Rogue afterwards, no problem. I'm Pavel.
I mean, it's much more nice to be able to win a tournament while playing a meme deck. Like, that's like the best thing.
Quick test. Does Pavel know what the rogue secrets are?
Yeah, he's just like, wait, what? Rogue secret?
Can we get an admin to check that Pavel is not on his phone right now, Googling what rogue secrets do?
He's looking at us. He's like, what? Rogue got secrets? What is this? He's like, Hearthstone must have changed a lot since I was in China.
Hands above the desk, Pavel. Hands above the desk.
He's like, so based on the rogue cards, what can the secret be?
He can't hear us either, so it's just crazy coincidence. We're like, does he know it? And they're just looking at us. Oh, boy.
He's actually now turned his back to us because I think we're being too distracting to his high-level Hearthstone play.
This is hilarious.
He just has no idea, does he? He just literally has no clue what's going to happen when he plays any of these cards.
Oh, boy.
Okay, good. Rogue didn't get counterspell. That helps.
All right. Pat was like, yep, okay, Edwin, up. He's at 6-6. Nothing bad's happened yet.
That 6-6 is going to have to chew through a lot of 2-3s, though. But the math checks out. He does chew through a lot of 2-3s.
What is this game?
He doesn't know. He's gonna try to have to guess what the rogue secret is. That's why you have to watch the reveal streams and...
Exactly. Pavel's just being punished for not keeping up. That's what's happening right now.
All right, well, he's going to find out.
There we go.
The fun is over. As Pavel very quickly reads
He's reading the card.
He's like, what is this?
Oh, this is my favorite game of Hearthstone ever.
No, but like, it's seriously like a very underrated aspect. If you play too many events, your performance is going to be significantly worse, no matter if you're like a fantastic player.
Right.
It's just like, you have to put a lot of time into keeping up with the game. The game is constantly changing.
I don't know, Radu. He had a few weeks in China, 1 series a day. He had a lot of time to look at the cards if he wanted to.
So, hang on. Back in serious mode for a second. Deckhand SI and kill the Edwin, then lets you play Corridor Creeper, right? Because 2 minions are dying. Yeah. Or you can just go Saronite SI instead. Which do you like, Radu?
What about Deckhand SI, and then you Shadow Step and replay the SI on the captain, FaceTime the captain, and you can play Corridor Creeper.
Ooh, now we're cooking. This is why I ask you the questions that matter, Radu. I like that. Let's do that.
Yeah. You use your Shadow Step, but you want to kill the captain, I think.
Yeah, 100%. That's just so much of a bigger swing. Take an extra 3-3 off the board so your 5-5 isn't challenged. Yeah, Eloise sees it.
And then next time you have double Saronite. And afterwards, how long can this go on?
It's a great question.
This can go on for a very long time.
Hearthstone plays are on point. His meme game's on point. What can't this man do? Play Quest Mage, apparently.
Yeah, that's It's a very underrated aspect too. Like, it's maybe not worth bringing decks like Quest Mage to tournaments because under the tournament pressure and under so many eyes watching you, it's like so hard to play flawlessly. Usually, if you cannot play a deck perfectly on stream, you shouldn't bring it to a tournament.
Like on your own stream?
Yeah, on your own stream. And when I play Quest Mage on stream, I kind of sometimes make mistakes. So, yeah, maybe that was an indicator I shouldn't have brought it.
Pavel has a very easy way back onto this board, though. If he wants to play the Valspine Slayer to deal with the 5-5, he can just deal with everything here.
Backstab 3-3, Valspine 5-5.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what these cards will do. I really want to see Eloise get second secret from the Swashbuckler. I think that would just finish this game off nicely.
I want to see Pavel slam Elven Minstrel without activating the combo.
That would be hilarious.
So, ooh.
Okay.
That's better, I think.
That's real nice.
Is it? Yeah, you want a 3-2 on board, right?
Yeah, you only need 2 taunts.
You wanna combo it?
Yeah, sure.
Ooh, it's not bad. But do you have time to get the value out of Kelesev?
Yeah, this feels like one of those situations I was talking about before where the Keleseth is kind of too late to be relevant. Eloise has even already used a Shadow Step this game on the SI. And even if another one came into hand, I just think it's better using on Leroy or draw a Valspine Slayer, draw a Bone Mare. Yeah, like that. Well played.
That's a pretty good draw.
Pretty good, yeah.
Eloise, good at Hearthstone, confirmed.
Yeah, you buff the 2-3. That leaves your minion with 2 health after killing the Cobble Scalebane.
What do you do with the 3-2? Do you...
Kill the 4-2, yeah.
You kill the 4-2?
Yeah.
You don't value trade because
no.
there's not a dagger up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, there are points where you want to value trade, but at this point, so late in the game, you don't really care about the Firefly.
Okay. Is there any play that denies your opponent's Bone Mare? There isn't, right? Can't kill enough stuff, no?
And now, Pavel is going to be able to Bone Mare the Firefly. Actually, like, I don't know, maybe do you value trade to play around Bone Mare?
Does it play around Bone Mare? I guess it does,
kind of
yeah.
does,
Yeah. I like it, actually. That makes sense.
Yeah, maybe it's better, actually. But
Right.
it's only better to play around Bone Mare.
This is kind of what I was getting at, because the rogue doesn't have a dagger up and you're scared of their Bone Mare turn, like, leaving a 3-1 around is actually valuable, right?
Wait, why did she kill the 3-2 over the 4-2?
There's
like no reason.
A good question.
Like, yeah, Pavel plays it anyways, but what if he doesn't? It's just like, no. It's just better to kill the 4-2 over killing the 3-2. Unless there was like a specific tag, like Beast and like Druid and stuff like that. But I don't think there was like any tag on those minions. Like Vilespine doesn't have a... No, there's no tag. She even let the Elemental leave, if anything.
I don't think there's any card that affects elementals already on the board, though. Is there?
Cold Blood trade, right? Yeah, looks like that's what's going to happen.
This is quite close. Pavel needs to combo the Minstrel. That's like very important. Oh, never mind. Cobalt is really good here.
Yeah. Eloise has just immediately gone from being very ahead on the board to very behind.
That's the Temporal Mirror match.
I was about to say, the only good card is Bone Mare. Like, Valspine isn't even good because you can't combo it with the one card in your hand being Leroy. Then, like, even, like, Elven Minstrel wasn't good because you just have to, like, slam a Leroy on the board, which isn't ideal, and just... But, like, if she didn't draw Bone Mare, you would have had to have Leroyed and traded in that spot, which would have been horrible.
For the second time this game, Eloise has managed to pick up a pretty nice Bone Mare right on cue.
Yeah.
But that's not right on cue. That's not how Corridor Creeper works.
Pavel does, however, know how Minstrel works.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good pickup.
Yeah, very nice.
He's reading it. He's like, what is this? He's like, oh, nice card.
He knows exactly what we're talking about. Oh my goodness.
Pavel is now explicitly familiar with 66% of the Road Secret.
Just one more. Can we get 3 for 3?
Cool secret, right?
Man, it's just the fact that he just immediately turned and looked at us as soon as that happened. Unreal.
So, if you're Eloise, you have to just start hitting in the head, right? Can you trade this game out at this point? After your opponent just minstreled?
You might be able to, but I'm not sure if... you still have to trade. You have to. You don't play Leroy. It looks very bad, but I'm pretty sure the core plays trading the captain and then backstab and face tanking and just passing.
I don't want to play the Leroy this turn, but I want to potentially send the 6 damage face to set yourself up for potential second Shadow Step draws later on.
I don't know. Leaving 2 minions on the board is sketchy.
Okay.
By trading, you play around Vile Spine, and you have to trade. You have to trade. There's no way around it. Maybe there is a case for trading with Leroy, but then you make 2 extra 1/1s, and I don't know if you want to deal with that. Yeah, this is the correct play. It looks bad, but it's the correct play.
All right, I believe you.
Thank you, Soto. See, like now Pavel doesn't have that much either.
Yeah, no, I guess you're right. This gives you outs of like the Swashbuckler card not being gas, and then Pavel not drawing well off the top, which is realistically what actually happened. So, hello.
That's quite gassy though.
Yeah.
Now we do it.
And now that evasion card probably going to buy Pavel a turn.
Which is not relevant.
No. Unless it's... Wait, if he...
Unless he can like set up little, yeah.
Well, he's got Shadow Step in hand, he just needs to draw Leroy.
Mm-hmm. Is there any other way?
If he... I can't think of one. But he's now
if he gets like minstrel into Leroy, that could happen, right?
Wow.
But because of the evasion, he's got 1 more turn to draw it.
Yeah.
Which is... Well, that's just this turn, right? There's not really any need to overthink it. Is there any reason to play the Kaliseth? I don't think so. There's no reason not to play it either.
Yeah.
It's just an irrelevant card.
Where are you going with this, Falk?
Okay. So, what if you play the Kaliseth now and you draw Minstrel? Then you can go Minstrel, Shadow Step the Minstrel, replay the Minstrel. Do you have enough mana to play Leroy plus Deckhand? Which, if both are buffed, it might be enough.
Wait.
Without you having the Shadow Step.
Kaliseth, Shadow Step, Kaliseth.
That's risky. Pavel putting himself down to 7. Is there any way Eloise can deal 7 damage in 1 hit?
No.
No.
Okay.
Leroy's already gone. These minions attack and kill each other, so...
Cold Blood from Shadow Step would do it. Okay. Alright.
Another new card.
At least Pavel will see the text on this one as soon as it's played.
So he needs Leroy or bust.
Yep.
How many cards? 12.
Did he get it? Did he get it? He just looked at us. Okay,
He got Minstrel. But I don't think he has mana to Minstrel, Shadow Step Minstrel and get Leroy.
Well, he doesn't draw any. Yeah, right. He has to draw, then replay it, then play it again, then he gets the draw. And
Double Deckhand? Is it enough? No, it's not.
No.
Did he get...
Yeah. Oh, next card.
Oh! Wait.
No.
Not enough.
Wasn't
Close.
enough.
All right, well, Eloise...